2024-25 ice season's here, and this is my first time out. Didn't have much of a plan, just threw the tip-ups and the rod bag in the truck. Took off looking for ice, ended up finding ice on one of my favorite early season spots. It's not a big fish spot, but it's an action spot, a lot of pike, maybe some walleyes. So, you know, this is actually the end of my fishing day, but I'm doing the intro now. If you're watching this video and hoping to see, you know, some big fish come through the ice, this isn't the video, but had a pretty good action-packed day. So, you know, had a lot of flags, a lot of tip-ups, and let's just jump into it. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. We're back, baby. First flag of the season. Oh, it's back on ice. Been waiting for this moment for a long time. Took a while for the ice to get here this year, but it's here, and we're hooked up with our first fish of the 2024-25 season, baby. Oh, come on. What do we got? Little pike. That's okay. Let's be honest. I didn't come out here today thinking I was going to catch, you know, set the world on fire with big fish, but I wanted to set the hook, and that'll do. You know what? A lot of other days of the week, I wouldn't care for that fish, but you know, first time on ice this year, I will take that all day long. It is a micro pike, and then some, but it's a fish, and it came through an ice hole, so I'm gonna call that a win for today. Later, buddy. It's middle of the day. Came out to a lake where I thought, you know what, I could probably put a few fish on the ice. I'm not looking on early ice to get into some giant fish. Now, granted, there are some big fish in this lake, but you know what, I just want to set the hook. Just want to come out and watch a few fish come through an ice hole. So there we go. Another little micro pike, number 2, but again, just so nice to be back on the ice catching fish. Oh, come on. You know, and the nice thing is on this particular body of water, during the day, when we find ourselves getting into these little pike, that's the evenings and the night bites that we seem to catch a lot of walleyes, so it's a good sign. When it comes to ice fishing, I like to be mobile and get out and move around, but this time of year, when these fish are still active, still feeding heavy, what I like to do is just come back to some of those good fall spots, either weed lines or, you know, whatever structure those fish were on before the ice hit, and they seem to still be there, and they're still active and still looking for a big meal. So rather than, you know, run around jigging them and hole hopping, I just like to set up on those spots with set lines. In this case, tip ups. You know, today I'm using big sucker minnows, and that seems to be the ticket a lot of the times on this early ice. So flag number 3. Not doing anything special, nothing different than what I normally do. Just got regular old line with about a 3 or 4 foot fluorocarbon leader. I'm running 10-pound leaders on these ones. I'm hoping for walleyes, and that fluorocarbon seems to withstand some of these little pike, the micro pike. You know, a lot of these Minnesota lakes are just loaded with these small pike, and you know, a lot of the times they become a nuisance, but you know, this might be a spot where I come back with my kids and just let them reel these babies in. But you know, getting out, finding ice and catching a few fish, there's never anything wrong with that in my book. So send them home. Whew. Warmed up a little, so I set up an eye fish and just popped, so there we go. You know, tip ups are an absolute blast, but on a warm day, you know, it's about 25, 26 degrees out, if I can catch fish on a rod and reel, I prefer that. And it's just what we expected. Have a little micro pike, but you know what? Again, just fun. Keep your mouth open, buddy. Gotcha. There you go. Number 4. flag. Just rolling out slow. Still middle of the day. Probably another micro pike, but you never know. Got him. Nice easy hook set. Oh yeah. Number 5. Catching fish. You know, just a couple tip ups and some sucker minnows. A recipe for success. What do we got now? Just another pickerel. But you never know. Oh yeah. I guess you do. Another micro pike. Number 6. Oop, come on, buddy. Turn around. There you go. Oh, that's a little too fast. Nice easy hook set. Alright, fish on. Just coming straight in. Another micro pike. Oh, thank you. I think they're getting smaller. Ooh, there we go. She's spinning. Oh, a lot of line out. A lot of line out. But got something. Doesn't feel real big yet, but it's alright. It's starting to be that time of day where might get into some walleyes here maybe, or just more little pike, who knows. Come on, buddy. Had every bit of line out of there. Where were you going? Oh, and he got off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. It is that time of day. Just going. Where with every flag that goes up, I start to think this has got to be a walleye, because it's getting to be dark out, and what would a pike be doing biting this time of day? And sure enough, there we have it. Oh, beautiful fish. Our first walleye of the 24, 25 ice fishing season. Let me see, I might have some light here for us. There we go, look at that. Just a beauty. Hooked right there in the corner of the mouth. I don't know, other camera seems to be on the fritz, so got the pocket cam out quick, but here we go. It's the first walleye heading back. Whoa, come on, buddy. Here we go. First walleye of the year heading back. Nice. So that was my day. Sorry about the mix up the camera stuff there, but you know, got some fish on the ice, and you know, there is a whole lot more to come, so keep tuning in and thanks for watching.